Green Bay Packers, major concern going into training camp. The Green Bay Packers find themselves in a stronger position as they approach training camp this year compared to the previous season. However, they still need to address some roster concerns before the season kicks off. Despite making several moves during the offseason, not all of their issues have been resolved. One particular area on the roster stands out as a potential major problem as the season progresses. This concern has been a frequent topic of discussion throughout the offseason. The silver lining is that there is still time to address this issue before the start of the 2024 season or potentially resolve it during the season itself. Once again, the Packers have high expectations for the upcoming season. The team feels they are on the verge of competing for and possibly winning a Super Bowl title. ## Green Bay Packers primary concern heading into training camp, Eric Stokes as the second cornerback. Various staff members from The Athletic have highlighted concerns for each NFL team as they enter training camp. Matt Schneidman, the Green Bay Packers beat writer for The Athletic, shared his thoughts on the team's situation heading into training camp. How will the second outside cornerback spot shake out? Eric Stokes is currently starting opposite Jaire Alexander, but despite the high praise he received in May and June, the 2021 first-round pick has barely played over the last season and a half. Carrington Valentine, a seventh-round rookie in 2023, performed admirably, but do the Packers view him as a consistent starter or merely a capable fill-in like last season? The Packers didn't draft a cornerback, so it's up to one of these two to prove their past flashes can become regular occurrences. Eric Stokes and Carrington Valentine are set to compete for the starting cornerback position opposite Jaire Alexander as they enter training camp. If Stokes loses the job to Valentine, it raises the question of whether he would even make the 53-man roster. However, it's likely he will remain on the roster regardless. One of the most puzzling decisions this offseason was general manager Brian Gutekunst's choice to draft offensive tackle Jordan Morgan with the 25th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, rather than selecting a defensive back. At that time, there were numerous high-quality cornerbacks available on the draft board, a decision they might now regret. The only cornerback the Packers selected in the 2024 NFL Draft was Kalen King from Penn State, picked in the 7th round. King faces an uphill battle to make the roster this season. The Green Bay Packers are hopeful that Eric Stokes will perform well in training camp and avoid injuries. If Valentine outperforms Stokes, the latter could be officially labeled as a bust. This scenario would undoubtedly add pressure on the Packers management and coaching staff to find a reliable solution for their secondary. Ultimately, how the Packers handle this critical position battle could significantly impact their defensive stability and overall success in the 2024 season. The stakes are high, and the team must navigate these challenges carefully to meet their lofty aspirations.